The last roundup, last roundup.
Listening to a ZTO TV podcast. You can find all our shows on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcast entertainment simply by searching ZTO TV. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to rate and review because it really helps us out.
Let's get into the movie that Ray watched.
Yeah. Oh, finally. Shit, Ray's joined the show.
Yeah, here he is.
Ray with us
our
today.
guest host, Ray McGuff.
Hi, I've watched the film.
We've got City of the Living Dead from 1980.
Yes.
Summary for this film: a reporter and a psychic race to close the gates of hell after the suicide of a clergyman caused them to open, allowing the dead to rise from their graves. Written and directed by Lucio Fulci,
Clergyman.
with additional writing credit going to Dardano Sacchetti. Huh?
Sacchetti.
Previously mentioned on our House by the Cemetery review. You have any additional details?
Tagline: The dead shall rise and walk the earth. Distributed by Medusa Distribution. It has several Blu-ray releases. I have the Blue Underground from 2016. Looks great.
This film went under a few different names: The Gates of Hell, Twilight of the Dead, and Fear in the City of the Living Dead. This movie may or may not still be banned in Germany. I have no idea. Every time it was released in Germany, it was banned. First, it was released under the title A Zombie Hung on the Bell Rope in 82, but was banned in 86. They re-released it as A Dead Body Hung on the Bell Rope with several cuts, and then it got banned again. They kept cutting away, trying to release this damn thing under the titles A Corpse Hung from the Bell Rope, a cadaver.
The cadaver.
A cat? You got a cadaver over there? What you got hanging from the bell rope? Is that a cadaver?
That's one of them cadaver.
But I read that in 2001 it was yet again banned, so who fucking knows?
Well, we're not in Germany, so.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a funny little detail. Great soundtrack by Fabio Frizzi, who has recently worked on the Puppet Master The Littlest Right. I recognize Giovanni Lombardo Radice, who plays Bob.
Yeah,
did you recognize that guy?
Yeah, Fulci uses. Fulci uses same.
He played Ricky. I recognize him from. He played Ricky on House at the Edge of the Park. But this dude was in Cannibal Ferox, The Church, and a bunch of other interesting credits. I also recognized actor Christopher George, who plays Peter Bell in this movie. He was previously in Pieces. He played Lieutenant Bracken. It's so funny when they take blue-collar guys and write a scenario where they're sitting around looking at porno magazines. It happens again in this movie. They're just hanging out and looking at porno magazines. I've never ever been in.
What else do you do?
I've worked some gutter-ass jobs. Factory, Diamond Plastics over here. That would be a place where if anyone's going to look at porno magazines at work.
Don't you remember when we worked at that grocery store, Frank, and I'd be in the break room just looking at porn, and you're like, oh, yeah, oh, nice addition.
Where'd you get that porn? We don't even sell that.
Penthouse.
I just picture that they wrote this while they were sitting in a writer's room. Like, okay, so the grave diggers are sitting in an open grave with a visible skeleton and taking a little break. One of the grave diggers is looking at a porno magazine like all laborers read on their lunch breaks. And then talking about adult films like regular people are known to do with their coworkers, right, guys? We're going to put that in the movie. There's probably a much safer way for her to save her from being buried alive, because this woman gets buried alive. and this dude gets her out by smashing the casket in with a pickaxe.
Yeah.
Like, it's like literally he's not even thinking like,
Gotta get it open.
maybe if I'm gonna smash it, maybe down by the feet or something, just right at her face.
I kept yelling out of my couch, he's saving the shit out of her. Because it would come down by her face.
In the scene where there's a scene where a woman vomits up her own internal organs because the priest looks at her kind of funny. She's actually spitting up tripe. Like, she put it in her mouth and spit it up. But there is a fake head, of course, implied into that too. But do you know what tripe is?
It's fish.
No.
No?
You think it's tilapia.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess so.
Tripe is
My bad.
stomach. It's like the stomach lining or something like
Stomach
that.
fish.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Stomach fish.
Stomach fish.
Much like other Fulci movies, I'm kind of lost with what's going on here. Zombies are kind of... I'm skeptical about them, really. I don't know. With the zombies, are they zombies? I don't
Yes,
know.
they're zombies.
I don't know. There's a real trend with the late 70s, early 80s movies being like really cryptic. These early 80s movies always kind of remind me of, what was that fucking movie where the guy's power was to just be able to move dead bodies around? You picked it out. Something in the night, One Dark Night.
One Dark Night.
Yeah, that feels like this movie feels to me, sort of. Just because of, just I don't know what the hell's happening.
Well, you didn't like that movie. That's not good.
There's just a lot of imagery I don't understand. Fulci does it a lot. He seems to thrive on sort of keeping you in the dark. Bob's death scene with the drill is really cool. I don't understand why the dude kills him, or honestly, what the fuck is happening. I don't know why that guy kills him. Do you?
With the drill?
Yeah, it's just a dude. I thought this was supposed to be a zombie movie. This is just a guy killing another man.
It's evil.
Yeah.
Well, evil.
Yeah.
It releases, opens the gate of hell.
I guess you just gotta assume everything's because the gates of hell are open.
No. I just can't think of it right now.
During the worm sequence, they were literally just blowing maggots through a window at these actors. Big day for the maggot guy, though. Hot diggity, my day has come! Finally!
They do have the use of live worms, live maggots.
I mean, he probably called the rat guy and was like, "You'll never fucking believe what I fell into today. I've been collecting these maggots for so long." I think part of the charm of Fulci movie is that he leaves you just enough unanswered questions to allow you to like fill in the blanks, but he's not expecting you to write the whole damn movie like some directors do. Panos Cosmatos. I believe we mentioned him earlier.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know why the zombies can't teleport, or where they can teleport. Why do they teleport? I don't know why the one particular priest hanging himself somehow opened the gates of hell, or what even happened in the first place. I must have missed something at the end, because this little boy running towards the camera happily, and there's a lot of screaming, and then it goes into a slow-mo, and the screen fragments in a weird old-fashioned animation to the end credits. Can you explain that to me?
I was fascinated by the ending of this movie.
I'm like, what?
I was sitting on my couch like, what did I just see happen? What was this?
I don't have nothing for you.
I will watch this one again.
Yeah.
Because I think it probably merits a higher score, but for this viewing I'm gonna hit it with a nice modest 6 out of 10. It's not my favorite Fulci movie based on my limited experience. I think I've only seen what we've watched on the show in Zombie 2, maybe? That's a Fulci movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, that's it for me.
Zombie 2, Zombie.
Yeah.
Is it?
Zombie.
Yeah. So this is the first movie in the Gates of Hell trilogy, followed by The Beyond and the House by a Cemetery, which we've already reviewed on that. The Beyond is going to be one of the poll picks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I don't think it's going to win.
No, people.
Dead Alive.
There's a poll up right now. Actually, I don't know if it is, depending on when this gets out. But if you're voting on the poll, if something looks like it's fucking winning, go ahead and vote for something else, because like Dead Alive's got a lot more votes than anything else, and it's kind of a lock. The first 2 movies are gonna be reviewed. You can add one too if you think it's not. I don't know. It's not going how I want it to. All right, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem is for people with Dead Alive.
Yeah. I mean, they can. It's just already locked in, basically.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the way you're looking at it, though, as
There's
as
a tie.
you're
I have
just
a
kinda
problem
like,
with the tie.
Yeah, you're kind of like, well, I
So,
like Dead
yeah, so
Alive,
yeah, so
and I
do
want
I.
to make sure you guys review that. So
Right.
that's the way I
Okay.
vote.
Where's I at?
I don't know. I took you.
Yeah, so back to this. Great atmosphere. Really great soundtrack. I like the way the practical effects look. I like the live work of the maggots.
Big day.
The sets and locations.
Cool.
I love all of them. I like the way the zombies look and sound. I think they sound what a zombie should sound like in my head.
And they can teleport.
Teleporters.
Somehow.
Yeah, I love Fulci's style. I don't have all the answers for your questions on what's going on.
I'll answer them myself when I watch it again.
It don't matter how many times I watch a movie. I pick up something more
Right.
what I didn't
And there's a value
catch
to
on from
that.
reviews.
I mean,
But no, I love Fulci's movies, and this one just feels good. All this whole Gates of Hell trilogy feels good to me. So like it's slashers, and then it's kind of Fulci right there, and then other subgenres.
he definitely does his own thing with every movie that he does. It's not, you can't compare it to anything else because it's like his own genre almost.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. There's not any reason for me to not give this movie a 10, and that's what I'm giving it.
Boom. He doesn't drop them very often.
I mean, soundtrack, atmosphere, even if the story's flawed, the practical effects, this everything just makes up for it.
Right. Well, let's see what
Well,
Ray gives.
I agree with you on almost all the points. This is my first time watching it, and I was just blown away by how it was its own thing. Like you were saying, you couldn't really. I wanted to pigeonhole it like, oh, and it's like this or that, but it's not. It's literally. I was watching it enthralled the whole time because I was like, I've never seen something like this. The way that it's laid out, it's visually amazing. I put it was like watching. The way he frames his pictures is like watching a picture come to life, like a painting. Really crazy, especially for this time period.
Yeah,
Like he's doing something a little advanced, I think, in this film.
I would have to think people like I don't know shit about making movies,
Right.
but I would have to think the people that do, and you go to school and learn shit, they have to
Look at stuff
they
like
have
that.
to have samples in these movies.
I would bet money like Tarantino probably loves this guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Absolutely.
it just looks like it's none like anything I've ever
It's
seen.
film. This is
this
is
film.
a movie I could call a film.
Cool special effects. I love, like you're saying, there's no nonsense. It was practical effects for that time. But I'm a little desensitized, so some stuff didn't jar me like it probably did when I was younger. So like, when they're in the tunnel towards the end and she digs the fingers into the head.
Yeah.
I wasn't as oh geez as I would have been if I hadn't seen a million.
Well, I remember
things
when we first let you. I let you borrow Evil Dead, and you're
Oh.
like, dude, that made me sick.
Yeah, there were parts of the first. I'm not kidding. Like I was queasy. Leatherface and Texas Chainsaw. You were also the first person to show me that. The first time I saw him, I literally jumped out of my. You remember watching it with you? I went, "What the fuck is this? You got me watching. This is insane stuff."
The thing about the
so-
first Texas movie is there's not that much. There's like no blood and gore in it.
It's
at
just
all.
a situation, and that's how this felt.
That's how you know that's fantastic.
Had I not have been so desensitized after all these years, I probably would have jumped a lot more in this. But I liked the story. I liked that I couldn't pigeonhole what exactly was going on. Zombies start teleporting.
It's
the
evil,
kid at the
man.
end. It's just evil. Yeah, there's an evil
Well, you put
presence.
limitations on evil.
No, it's great. Yeah, that's what's so cool about it. I love the end where it fragmented too. Because like I said, I was just like, well, I did not see that ending coming. That was just whoa.
It almost seemed like he was like, "How are we gonna wrap this up? I don't know.
It got us into this.
I don't know."
But I gave it an 8 out of 10.
Right.
It's as near perfect as you can get for that time period.
So-
but there were things about it that I was just kind of like, because I had seen other shit,
Right.
I couldn't go, oh geez, and be so excited. Like the blow up doll part made me laugh really hard
Right.
too. I wanted to mention that. I was like, wow, this didn't need this at all. But it
No,
was
it didn't.
pretty
No,
fun.
it didn't.
Yeah, so I liked
Yeah.
it.
I would
Very
say
much
that.
enjoyed it.
Does that make it an improved if we gave it? I think your 10 would bring my.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 6. I think.
Did you?
Yeah. I said I'm gonna watch it again, and it'll probably get a higher
So
score.
it has to be 24.
Yeah. I'm not doing that math. Sorry, guys. Not gonna that fool.
Oh, I'm 10, 6.
16. Do it.
24.
There
Yeah,
you go.
24.
It's
You got
approved.
it.
And it should be.
Yeah,
Jesus.
this movie should be approved.
Oh my God.
Out of
If
all
we're
the
doing
stuff
a
I was
horror
gonna bump my
show, and we're
score
gonna
up if I had to.
yeah.
But
Good Lord.
You could easily have gave it a 7. You
Yeah.
know, right? I mean, you were just like, I liked this.
I think I
one.
was too when I wrote my review. I was too confused by it.
Right.
Looking back with the added, I'll give it a 7 with everybody else's input and stuff.
Yeah,
Why not?
so-
I would give it a higher score upon another view.
It's
Yeah,
a
you got
good. It's
through.
a good movie, and it got me into wanting to watch more of this stuff. So
Yeah.
Well, that's the first one in the trilogy. So
Yeah.
if you haven't seen Beyond or House by
right, yeah, I'm definitely going to check those out.
Yeah.
So but very very fun. That one was fun to watch. So thank you guys.
Let's move into 1981's The Beyond. A young woman inherits an old hotel in Louisiana where, following a series of supernatural accidents, she learns that the building was built over just one of the entrances to hell. Directed by Lucio Fulci, written by Lucio Fulci, Giorgio Maurizio,
Oh, Italian.
and Dardano Sacchetti. What you got?
Tagline: Behind the doorway lies terrifying and unspeakable secrets of hell.
Oh, my
No one who sees it lives to describe it, and you shall live in darkness for all eternity.
Lord, Jason,
That's the
Lord.
tagline?
That's the tagline.
Holy shit.
Distributed by Medusa Distribution. This has a Grindhouse releasing. What I picked it up. It has a glow in the dark cover. It's beautiful, beautiful transfer.
Beautiful.
3-disc edition from 2014. It's not. I don't think it's out of print yet. But if you like this movie, you buy movies. Buy that copy right there. Let's let Josh go first.
So Josh go first.
All right, The Beyond. Is that the name?
Yeah.
Beyond.
I love Fulci. I think he's super awesome. I love the zombie movie he did, and I'm truly grossed out by his effects.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about, like, I can take blood and shit, but then when you start adding foam to it,
Right, and
And-
he hates eyeballs. Have you noticed that?
And-
He'll get rid of them
Italian-
motherfuckers
yeah, the
so
Italians-
goddamn quick.
Italians-
You got eyeballs, you better watch them because they're going
out.
popping out.
they're going out.
Yeah.
But he fucks with the skin a lot too, and makes it. You can tell he's really watched a lot of fucking sick shit because it almost looks like it's got that real unnatural look to it.
It's very nasty.
Real unnatural.
Yeah,
Yeah. I agree.
and I'm truly like, at some points I'm like, ew.
He has his own look to it. Like you can kind of see it's Fulci.
But let's see a few things. And once again with the music and shit with this, I love how it's edited and like that, and his zombies too to me are super awesome.
The
They're-
best. The
yeah.
best.
They're almost the way they move is like way beyond even Walking Dead walking. I mean, they're just like limp, almost fucking
Right.
slowly walking, like, you know what I'm saying?
Dead, right? Right?
Dead. But
They're
then, yeah, just the way they look and the way they just I don't know, it's creepy and it has, he's got a flavor in the zombie genre.
Spot
So,
on, spot on.
What'd you give this?
you know what I go?
He ain't done yet.
Yeah,
well, are
what's
you
it
done?
done?
It seemed like you were winding up.
I am winding up. I give it a 7. I give it a hot 7.
7.
You seen this one?
I haven't seen this one either.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not
This was
kidding.
my first time watching it.
How old's this movie? Give it to
Oh,
me.
it's old.
1981.
Yeah.
Give me
It's the year of our Lord.
I would.
So that's 38 years old. 38.
I know, I'm 38. I was born in 1981.
38
Might
years.
even, maybe this was made on your birthday.
It could have
Or
been.
came out on your birthday.
But,
Well, happy birthday, Ray.
well, thanks. I'm just saying in
I
general.
missed it.
I
When
haven't
was
got
it?
to see it in February.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
February,
Okay.
guys.
But, so what's this on? What platform can we get it?
This is on. I watched it on Shudder,
Summer babies.
but I'm sure it's probably. You can
Let
probably
me do a Shudder promote here. I love that fucking channel.
It's good.
$5 a month is real good.
Yeah, that to me, if I had to pick one streaming, I couldn't live without that one.
They the thing that's funny is in these horror groups that I'm in, they always post up good. I need some good horror recommendations on Netflix. I'm like, there ain't nothing on there.
Yeah, good.
There ain't fucking nothing on there.
Use
man.
the promo code LRHS
LRHS,
on
yeah.
Shudder.
Yeah.
20% off.
Yeah,
Really?
Oh, yeah.
that'd be so good if we got sponsored by Shudder.
I was just sitting there like, holy shit, this is a big
Oh,
announcement.
and Joe
Are you
Bob.
kidding me?
Yeah, are you
Joe
kidding?
Bob, yeah.
Joe Bob on there. You watch that?
I haven't got to see it now.
Are
I don't
you
have Shudder.
fucking
He doesn't
kidding
have
me?
Shudder. Just
What
get
are
a.
you doing?
just
I'm gonna
a
get it. I
free
have
trial.
Get $5 out of that fucking
I have
song. Yeah.
Netflix and Amazon. That's what I watch.
The ham is on.
Amazon and Netflix.
Get rid of the fucking Amazon for a month.
Oh, no.
Why don't you try that?
No.
No, seriously.
But I'll
no.
get Shudder. I will
Get
get
Shudder, dude.
I will. Please
There-
stop yelling at me.
No, listen.
Do you
to
work
me.
I will
for
get
Shudder?
I will get
Listen to
Shudder,
me.
sir.
Speaking of Shudder, I want to lodge a complaint because there was no subtitles for this movie, and that bummed me out because I need them on these Fulci.
All these fucking streaming
Well-
services need to say something about.
Subtitles?
Yeah, language. It's in another language.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
just,
There's a lot on Shudder.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
don't like that?
What
I
do you
need
mean?
subtitles. that's
Do you
all.
have a problem against that?
Sometimes when I lay down, I want to kind of just chill. I don't want to read the fucking
Oh yeah.
thing.
No, you have to be.
Yeah.
You have to put time into that.
But don't let me go around looking for a movie like the fucking the
Then
way it
find
looks,
out.
and then turn the movie on and it's fucking Japanese.
I agree.
Right.
I think they do though.
They do.
I think if you like click on it, it'll tell you at least the.
English, Spanish, French.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Kung Fu Hustle's on Netflix, and it's
Get the
the
fuck
and
outta here.
and if you've ever watched that movie, the best way I think to watch it is with the overdubs.
Yeah.
They're hilarious, but they don't have those on fucking Netflix. You have to read subtitles on Kung Fu Hustle. Get your shit together, Netflix.
So what? The version you watched wasn't English dubbed.
It was
That's
dubbed
the only
in-
way I've
It
ever
was
seen
dubbed
this
English.
movie.
I still want subtitles though because I want to be able to
Oh,
double check my
okay.
work. I want to be able to see what they're saying sometimes because
I agree with that.
yeah. I thought the sepia tone at the beginning kind of took away from the fantastic Fulci gore that was happening. There's a lot of really cool gore happening at the beginning that could have been, popping with that bright red and those colors. I know why
it
you
might
did
be
it.
color corrected
Oh.
in this release.
No, I know. I
don't know.
realized
I didn't watch it on Shudder.
they did it to show you that it was in the previous time or whatever.
Oh no, yeah, I got it. I got you.
Like you said, another fabulous score by Fabio Frizzi, huh? I love how the thing. There's one thing that happens in this caught me off guard. This plumber walks in to go check out the leak in the basement, and he just fucking lights a cigarette up. It stood out to me because in this day and age, if you were anywhere and somebody just fucking walked into your house, just lit up a cigarette, it would be fucking like, "Whoa, buddy, hey,
Who do you think you are?
I don't know where you think you're at, but
I got kids upstairs.
it's fucking crazy." There was a jump scare in this movie that got me. Normally, jump scares don't really get me. There's a hand that pops out of the wall and removes the plumber's eyeball, like Fulci's known to do. There's a fucking squeaky stretcher in this one scene that was unnecessary. He could have cut that shit out. I know he did it to fucking make you feel uncomfortable, but it's followed up by this scene that is the most confusing scene in the movie, where the girl walks in and the woman has her face melting with acid. Like this acid is just pouring out of a vase onto a woman's. What happened?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there.
The jar.
What happened to the woman? Because the girl walks in, screams, then you see a direct shot of a woman laying down on the floor like passed out, and then the acid's overflowing out of the vase directly onto her face.
And then her face
Yeah, and then she melts.
Right.
And then that turns into a foam that chases the girl to a containment area where zombies get the girl, and then she's fucking blind for the rest of the movie. She's not nothing. You don't see what happens, how that transitioned into anything else. She's just blind.
I don't know.
Most confusing shit ever, man.
You got it.
This movie was a little bit of a slog for me, honestly. Normally, Fulci's a breeze, but there's so much hotel renovation talk. They're just fucking... I kept falling asleep. The spider scene was weird to me, because another weird scene, because the guy's being eaten alive by tarantulas. He's aware, he's awake.
Can't move.
He's not screaming.
He can't move, he can't speak.
Did they tear out his vocal cords? Is that what happened?
No, he fell off the ladder. I think he...
Fucked his brain up or something?
I don't know. Broke his back.
Spine.
I don't know.
These spiders
He fell off the ladder and he was
he's
hurt.
not screaming, though.
He couldn't move. He couldn't...
Yeah, he couldn't do that.
I don't know.
But those
Let
spiders...
me sever your spinal cord.
There's
talk.
basically a few spiders that are real. And
Yeah,
the fake ones look
yes.
fake, just as fake as they are.
I don't know why they did it either. The real spiders are cool, and you only need a couple. You have to have a fake spider when they're tearing his face off. I mean, that was a great kill. I like that. But yeah, those spiders are pretty bad. This
is another one of those movies where they kind of explain away everything that happens because there's a gate to hell open. I'm not a big fan of that because it seems kind of lazy. Like, well, yeah, why did that happen? Well, there's a gate of hell open, so fucking anything can happen. Now. We've dealt with digital bears in the past, but this may be our first puppet dog. There's a puppet dog attack. It's pretty...
Again, cool scene. It's a cool scene,
It's
though.
great. It's campy. I liked it a lot. You can tell it's a puppet, but...
1981, Frank. Come on, give him a break.
Hey, I had fun at the end. The end of the movie really ramps up. It's really cool at the end. There's a part where this dude says he's going to call the FBI after he realizes that it's a gate to hell. Do the FBI usually deal with gates to hell? Hey guys, we got a gate to hell happening.
That's the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, like I said, the last
dummy.
The last half hour of this movie is really great. It's got a ton of effects. The score is really ramps up at the end. It's a thoroughly good time. If the entire movie could be like this, it would have been fucking way better. We got a side conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying.
What are you guys talking about? Taproot again?
He said.
What did I say? What did I say?
Is he
you got a rat on me?
No. No.
What is so fucking funny?
Tell the rest of the classroom.
I can't.
What is so funny?
You lean it over and whisper it to me, and Frank's in the middle of something. It made me laugh. I look like an idiot. What are you doing?
Don't snort at me. Don't you snort at me. All right.
I gave this an 8. It's my least favorite Fulci movie, but I don't think I can give a Fulci movie anything lower than an 8.
Yeah, you can't. You fucking...
He's really good, and he's got a lot of great collaborators. If anybody can truly explain the ending, I would like some insight on that, because it's just them standing...
It ends in hell.
Is that what's going on?
Because
they're blind and there's...
Like all things do, right?
They went to hell.
What the hell? So what's your
Explained it. So we finally got the Gates of Hell trilogy review. This is the second.
They're open!
Installment. Zombie haunted house movie. And I get Fulci's not for everyone. Like all the good things that you said about him, someone could really not like him for that. Like if you want Walking Dead, you want new horror movies, you're not gonna like Fulci. But he always has a distinct tone, very cinematic. Everything's really atmosphere. Like you could tell he just puts everything he has into every single scene. The music's great, practical effects. They really went overboard with the acid, the foam, and what you talked about. The spiders was rough. The dog's rough. Eyeball mutilation. Again, the Italians. I don't know what they have against them. The acting is okay. It's hard for me to get a real good judge when it's not everything, but when it's overdubbed in English and it's not
this had the original audio track on it, but I've only ever seen it with English dub, so that's why I wanted to watch it. The doctor though, the doctor just unloading 3 or 4 shots, then he gets them in the head, then they go down. The next one, 3 or 4 shots.
That
In the
pissed
head,
me off.
you're a doctor,
too.
man. Can't you see, destroy the brain?
I've seen that.
I don't know. He just unloads on them.
You gotta be smarter than that.
The lighting and the fog and the sound effects that he uses, I just love it. This is like food for my soul. Fulci is just, he just makes me feel good.
I just pictured a book that's "Food for My Soul" by Jason Miller. Picture of fucking.
I love Fulci.
I think you got a T-shirt there.
Yeah.
I can't recommend the Gates of Hell trilogy enough. I give this one a 9.
Well, that's approved. It's,
Oh, for sure.
You haven't seen this, right?
No, not this one.
Man, oh Lord.
Of course not.
1981, the year of our Lord, with The House by the Cemetery. A New England home is terrorized by a series of murders, unbeknownst to the guests that a gruesome secret is hiding in the basement. Directed by Lucio Fulci, written by Lucio Fulci and ... I don't know why I put that. Oh, Elisa Briganti.
Because these names are ridiculous to pronounce.
Elisa Brigante also wrote 1990 The Bronx Warriors, which I want to watch. I haven't seen that, but I want to see what the future year of 1990 looks like. And also a movie called Ratman, which if you haven't seen the trailer for that, you should check it out because it's fucking weird looking. It's just like a little weird dude. I don't know. Looks good to me. It's got another couple writers here. Dardano Sacchetti, who wrote The Cat of Nine Tails.
Sacchetti.
Yeah, it's
Sacchetti. The Cat of Nine Tails, City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, The New York Ripper, Amityville 2, The Possession, as well as Demons and Demons 2, and much, much more.
Take that, Randy.
That's a writer right there.
That's some good.
And then you got old Giorgio Maurizio from Italian cinema. I didn't know any of these. His
I believe
credits.
it's Italiano.
And according to the IMDb, H.P. Lovecraft is sitting pretty with an uncredited inspirational writing credit, which is weird. That's weird. Like, what's that mean?
Yeah, that means it wasn't on the
inspired
poster,
by H.P. Lovecraft. I don't know.
Loosely based.
Loosely based. There you go. We'll go with that. What do you have? Any additional details?
Tagline: Beware the demon forces of the blood beast. I really don't know what that means.
That's what I always say before I go
What's
into
that have
a
to do
strip
with this
club.
movie?
I don't know. There is a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the Blood Beast?
Distributed by Medusa Distribution on Blu-ray from Blue Underground 2011. That's at least the copy I have. I think there's some other. I think Arrow has this out on it.
Yet again, this is another film that I have never seen, but am very familiar with the soundtrack. I've listened to the soundtrack a lot. We may have even used pieces of it on this show in the past, and I listen to horror soundtracks. I may be one of the only.
Do you ever feel weird sometimes?
When
Do you ever catch yourself?
Well, when my kids go and play it, when they have the Amazon Dot thing play the Halloween theme, or they have it play that stuff, and they're walking around the house acting like weirdos, I feel weird then.
I've caught myself. I've been out here before.
Yeah. It's relaxing,
especially around Halloween time. It's typo negative and horror movie scores. That's what I listen to.
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
I'm out here. There was even one time. Shoot! It was right before we went to see the movie, Halloween movie. I was listening to the original soundtrack, and I had my garage door open a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was standing in here, looking out, waiting to watch you pull down the road. And I had this music playing in the back. I'm like, I'm a creeper.
You're the opening to your own horror film.
It's good stuff. I listen to it about as much. I listen to horror soundtracks about as much as I listen to regular music of any kind. So, was it just me, or was the little boys? Did you do dub on this? Did you listen to dub?
Okay, so here's this totally goes against what I was saying before, kind of.
You like this dub?
It's the only way I know it.
Right.
So
Bob, the little kid,
Yeah.
it's probably the worst overdub I've ever heard of. It's bad.
I said it sounds like an adult woman doing a little boy's voice.
Hello, my name is Bob. You get me some candy?
But evidently it was this little boy, and the guy that plays Bob, Giovanni Frezza. So when do you have the arrow?
Have you seen a picture of him lately?
No.
He grew into those lips.
Oh,
just
dude.
in case you're wondering.
Do you have the Arrow Blu-ray?
No, it's
No.
no Blue Underground.
Okay, evidently on the Arrow Blu-ray commentary, that guy Giovanni Frezza or whatever saw his dub for the first time, and he apologized.
He talks about all this. He stresses that was not me.
But the kid that I looked
Not
up,
my fault.
It stands out so much, Randy, that I looked it up. I was like, who is the guy doing it? And,
I gotta know.
yeah.
So I watched this years ago, and of course it was probably on tape, and you get what you get. So
Right.
that audio is just what I grew up listening to. So I notice it, but it don't stand out.
Yeah.
It shocks you for the first time you hear it.
Anything weird that happens in the first 30 minutes of this movie is just like confusing visual fodder. You don't know what the fuck any of it is supposed to mean or go with this family that moves into this house. All you know is that they've moved into this house and that Fulci fucking loves dramatic zoom-ins. Like that I haven't seen. I don't know if I watched, I would probably connect that together in all of his movies. Like zoom in on their eyes or zoom in on some activity.
I think it's shot.
It's definitely a specific style to him. I wrote this down at 33 minutes. Is this a haunted house movie? What am I dealing with here? I had no idea. I had to mute I was watching this with my wife in the room. She was not paying attention. But there's this scene with this bat that is just screeching, and she's like, turn it off!
It's the most violent bat attack ever.
It was so funny, though, because he's so fucking proud when he gets that small little bat off of his hand after 10 minutes of his wife screaming and a bat screeching. It was almost funny, almost to a comedic degree. Amazing gore effects for 1981, though. It still stands up today pretty well. I don't understand what the glowing eyes in the basement were. If you could shed some light.
It's a haunted house.
Okay, it is a haunted house.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be inclined to believe this kid when he says he saw the babysitter's head roll down the stairs, especially if you had already experienced extremely weird shit?
I'd go check it out.
If I was the kid, though, I would have never been in the basement in the fucking first place. I'm a chicken shit, and survivors never go investigate scenarios. They're never like, what's I swear that I saw the babysitter's head get cut off and roll down the stairs. I swear, with my eyes. But let's just go back down in there.
No, you're probably leaving. You probably
So evidently, what's going on is is that the doctor in the basement that's all fucked up? That character, whatever that thing is that's down there.
Yeah, whatever.
It's killing everybody.
I don't know what is it.
They had some sort of
Is it
storyline
a
with
thing?
I
Is it
wrote
the
the
devil
doctor
himself?
character because it seemed like they were leading me to believe that it was this doctor that used to live there. But
Yeah.
if I saw this when I was a kid, it would have fucked me up bad because I hated our basement anyways, and to think that there was something that looked that fucked up down there, because it is a terrifying looking creature. Like as far as truly being unsettling to look at something, it's pretty well done, man. I still don't understand fully what the whole idea is going on here. But it's one of those movies that I think will get better and better the more I watch it. This is the first time seeing it, and I look forward to enjoying it again and potentially rating it higher. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, this is the third movie in the Gates of Hell trilogy. First one's City of the Living Dead. Second one's The Beyond. Have you seen either of those?
No.
You haven't seen this one either?
No.
Jimmy
You got yourself a Friday night.
Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Oh, you get to go
On a journey.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, like
the Carpenter trilogy, the thing.
The End of the World trilogy. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah. It's. I mean, I don't know which trilogy's better. I mean, I probably. It's
up in the air.
It's two different eras.
Right.
Fulci, I mean, for what he had back then and what he done, I just think both of those trilogies are as good as it gets. So, good Lord, check that out.
Absolutely.
No, I love this movie. Great practical effects, good gore, good kills, great soundtrack. It's atmospheric. It's the way it's shot. It's the house itself. Plays a character. The English dub is bad at times. Bob, the little kid, is the worst. But I don't know. You could watch it since you've never seen it before. Maybe you should watch it with the original language. But I don't know. I'm used to it now. I love this. I love this trilogy. I gave it a 9.
Nice.
Well, let's get.
Tell me you got a 1-star review.
Yeah, that's.
Well, let's get to his 1-star review in just a moment. Let's take a little break. We'll be right back.
Creepball! When you call us, the terror begins. Creepball! Real life, ghosts and zombies talk to you. Dial 1-900-490-CREEP. That's 1-900-490-CREEP. Randomly selected callers get connected to me live. Hurry up! We're waiting for you, pigeon. If you're under 18, make sure your parents know you're calling. Just $2 per call.
Okay, well, let's get on to this 1-star review
Oh, yes.
for
Sorry.
House by the Cemetery.
Caught me off guard.
Sorry about that. We had to take a little.
Oh, don't forget to move your heater.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to move your heater.
Move my heater.
Don't catch your heater
Don't
on
catch myself
fire.
on fire. But yeah, that's better. All right, so the 1-star House by the Cemetery review, the guy's headline says, "This is just plain bad." It says, "This has to be the worst horror film ever." Oh. Yeah. Fulci's ghost didn't like it.
Holy shit, there's paranormal activity.
Yeah. Anyways, it says the pathetic storyline of this film is terrible. It looks like it's been cut by UK censors, which I don't even know what that means.
I think this was one of the, what do they call them? The British band movies, the
Video nasty.
Video Nasty.
It says the thing in the cellar looks like it belongs in a 50s sci-fi film. It's Italian dubbed with horrible acting and a cheesy script. The worst thing about it is I actually bought it, so now I have to own it.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
No, you don't deserve it.
It's probably a young lad.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone that grew up with it knows Fulci. And
Well, this says posted May of 1999, so
Oh.
yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So it's just some D-bag.
That's fucking 20 years ago, man.
He was probably like, The Phantom Menace was the best movie I ever saw.
ZTO TV podcasts. Low quality, high content.